Ladies, 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 I am here tonight on this show. And tonight, we're going to talk about a few things. The first thing is Kirk Cousins. There's some talks now that the Jets could be interested in Kirk Cousins. I believe the Minnesota started to a bad start, 0-2 start. And there is some talks that they if they're able to get Kirk Cousins and not have to give up a first round pick, they are willing to trade for Kirk Cousins. The thing is, how far are you going to go with Kirk Cousins? Yeah, I know they have a really good defense. Yes, and Kirk Cousins is better than Zach Wilson, but it's not like, come on, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if they should do this. They would have to give up like maybe a third round. I don't know what the situation is. Kirk Cousins is going to be a free agent at the finish of the season, so that could probably help them not have to give up a first round. But I don't know if the Jets should do this, man. You definitely have to give your first round pick because you're trying to get at least better offensive line for next year when Aaron Rodgers comes back. So they definitely don't want to give up a first round pick. But we'll see what happens. But that's been talked around that Kirk Cousins could be going to the New York Jets if they continue to lose in a few weeks come November when it's the trading deadline. Let's see what happens. Other stuff going around is they are saying, a lot of people are saying that a lot of stuff going around the league, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicago Bears defensive coordinator, I don't even know, I forgot what the hell his name was, but he had his house raided by the FBI today. And then a few hours after that, he ended up resigning as defensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears. What a shit show has been for the Chicago Bears, ladies and gentlemen. Also, you see the struggles on the field with Justin Fields. I talked about it yesterday, how he's like double clutching and panicking to make some throws, especially when the receivers are wide open. He kind of blamed the offensive coordinator for some of the calls he's doing. He's like, it's not really my fault. It's the offensive coordinator with his play calling. Today, he backtracked it. He's like, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to throw our coach under the bus. It's me, man. I got to play better football. I got to do a better job of just reacting and not be like a robot. So not a very good thing for the Chicago Bears franchise, with everything that's going on with Justin Fields. And then their defensive coordinator getting his house raided by the FBI and then resigning a few hours later. It turns out that the FBI agent that contacted the Chicago Bears franchise was former player from the Chicago Bears, Charles Tillman, who used to be a former defensive back with the Bears back when they had Ryan Urlacher and Lance Briggs and Devin Hester, all of those guys, and they made a run at the Super Bowl where they lost to Indianapolis, Peyton Manning. So now apparently he's working for the FBI, Charles Tillman, and he's the one that called the front office and told them, hey, this is going on. Your defensive coordinator is about to get raided by us. And like I said, then he ended up quitting. What a shit show in Chicago. The big question is, what do you do with the quarterback position? Do you even bench Justin Fields? What do you do, man? And that's the next topic I want to get to. A lot of people are saying that if both Chicago and Denver do not turn around with their quarterbacks, that's something that will be talked about. Both Justin Fields and Russell Wilson being benched. Like I said, I didn't watch the game, but I saw the end of it. And I thought it was a pass interference, right? When they were trying to go for the 2-point conversion to tie the game versus the Commanders. I think Russell Wilson's playing a little bit better this year. But they're still frustrated with him. Apparently, man. Apparently, they're still frustrated. People in Denver, they're still frustrated with him. Now the defense is not as good as it was last year. So a lot of people are saying, if this continues to happen, we just continue to lose. Do we just bench Russell Wilson and try to tank for a top 3 quarterback just like Chicago? So a lot of talk about both Chicago and Denver. When do we give up on this season if things are just not working out? And do we start losing on purpose to try to get a top pick in the draft, man? It's way too early. But that's been something that's been talked about. I think somebody said that Denver has they have a Thursday night game coming up in a few weeks. And that after the Thursday night game when they have 10 days, that's when they could make the change. So we'll see what happens. But I think Wilson is playing better than last year, but it's just still not quite there. And plus, the defense does not seem to be as good as last year. I believe they gave up 35 points this past week to Washington Commanders. So we'll see what the hell happens. There's something to keep an eye on there with Justin Fields, with Russell Wilson. Will they be getting benched? And also Kirk Cousins, could he be on the move if the Minnesota Vikings continue to struggle as well, ladies and gentlemen? In Chicago, man, it's a shit show now. They lost a defensive coordinator. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with them, man. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am finished. Everybody, man, have a good night. Holla at your boy, man. Holla, 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 holla.